Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to Scatter Love Tarot with your girl, coming at you with another pick a card reading. Today we are going to ask, why are you dealing with this person? So if you have a person in your life that's difficult, maybe they're not difficult, you just want some information on them, we're going to be asking this. First, I do want to say thank you to any and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this journey and to be a part of this incredible growing tribe. I'm so honored to be sharing this time and space with you. And for those of you that are new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we are all here sharing this human experience, and that this is a safe space for you to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. Remember that these are general readings, so keep that in mind. Take what resonates, leave what does not. If it should happen to resonate with you, it means so much to me if you would like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all those links necessary below in the description box. You can email me for personal reading and I'll get you all further information from there. You can follow me on over to my podcast on Spotify at Scatter Love Radio, and you can also even join as a member. When you click the link, it will take you to the landing page that shows you all the options available as well as what comes with each option. So I do hope to see you on memberships, but if not, thank you for your continued support here. And with that being said, this is my first pick a card reading since I have traveled and gotten settled. So a couple of things I just want to let you know, little updates here, is that my internet connection is a lot slower here than it was where I was before. However, I'm really working and doing my best to get you out content as often as I usually do, and I have it scheduled. It's just taking a while to upload, and I have no control over that. So we're just going to go with it, and I'm going to continue to make you content, and I'm going to continue to try to get it out to you as soon as possible. And also that I'm just so happy to be here. If you don't know where it is that I am at, that's okay. I don't think I actually said anywhere, but I did post some pictures of where the park it is that I'm staying at, which is absolutely gorgeous. And I love how someone said it looks like you don't have neighbors for miles. I wish that that were true, but where I'm actually parked at, my RV, we're actually kind of right on top of each other, and that's okay. It's just I'm a lot closer to my neighbor than normal. I could literally reach out my window and almost touch them. But the park itself is so phenomenal and beautiful, and it's just hard to be upset about the things that would normally make you upset or me upset, you know, just a person in general. So, and it's just, I'm so thankful to be here. I'm so thankful I got here safely and soundly and was able to set up, and that in itself is definitely a chore, but that is all complete now. So here I am trying to get back to my scheduled routines. So thank you for everyone who gave me prayers, love, and well wishes along my journey. I truly do appreciate it so much. It means so much to me. It makes my heart happy to be loved by such an amazing group of individuals. I truly thank you from the bottom of my heart. I believe that for now that is all of the updates, and let's go ahead and hop to our prayer and we'll get this reading underway for you. This reading's not going to be a super long reading. It's going to be quick and short and sweet. However, the information will still be there for you. Okay, so let's get this underway. My beloved source, this prayer is for any and all who come on to this reading, whether it's for a moment's time or for the entire time. I ask that you engulf them in your white violet healing light of love, and that you remind us that the seeds that we've planted may take time to grow into the magnificent trees that they are. That we are forever uncovering our best version, and that is a part of this unique journey that we live on, and that we have the opportunity to always become the best version of ourselves, the most loving, kind, giving, caring version of ourselves, and that even though we may be dealing with difficult people, or people we're not sure of why we've run into them, or that they give us questions, or that they make us confused, that it is all part of a grander picture and a reason and a lesson or a blessing that we're meant to learn along the way. That even if we cannot see that in this moment, that we will gain that clarity as we continue forward on our journey. Source, I ask that you continue to hold us and to remind us of how loved we are and how supported we are on our journey, and that you gift us this knowing that we can and will make it through the difficult times, that they are temporary, it is but a storm, and soon we will see the rainbow. Remind us that we are supported and we can truly become who we want to become, that all it takes is us showing up with courage, with confidence, and with clarity, and being that boldly out in the world as it is. As these words are spoken unto this reading and unto this space over this amazing tribe, so shall they be. Amen. Aho ase. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my beloved source. Thank you. Let me get this set up out of the way. Okay, so today we are going to be picking from, wow, if we can get it out. Look, the wolf fell out with turn knowledge into wisdom. So I feel like that is a collective message here, but we're going to use my spirit animal decks to choose from. So source, for pile number 1, what animal oracle will help us better understand why pile number 1 is dealing with this person? Okay. For pile number 2, source, what animal oracle card will help us better understand why pile number 2 is dealing with this person? Thank you. And for pile number 3, source, what animal oracle card will help us better understand why pile number 3 is dealing with this person? For pile number 3, source, thank you. Okay, bottom of the deck. Be fearless and bold. So for a lot of the collective, it has to do with you gaining clarity, confidence, and being okay with exactly the way you are in this moment, knowing you need not change anything. You need simply to accept yourself. What a wondrous message. Let me make sure these are in frame. So for pile number 1, we do have this beautiful soda light for you to choose from. For pile number 2, we have this beautiful rose quartz for you to choose from. For pile number 3, we have this beautiful blue agate for you to choose from. You see my window? Look, there's my neighbor, if you can see it. That's how close they are. Oh, that's funny. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Whichever pile you were drawn to, that should be the pile for you. With that being said, I will see you over on your chosen pile. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful piece of soda light, or if you were drawn to this card during this shuffle, and this is going to be your reading on why are you dealing with this person. First thing, I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a part of this amazing tribe. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and this space with you. And for those of you that are new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we are all here sharing this human experience, and that this is a safe space for you to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. And if this should happen to resonate with you, it would mean so much to me if you would like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop into your reading and find out why is pile number 1 dealing with this person, source. What would you like to share with us? Why is pile number 1 dealing with this person? What messages do you have for us, source? Why is pile number 1 dealing with this person? Wow, rolling. If they just kept rolling. Okay, so we've got the 12th house Leo and Uranus energy out. Definitely changing something, the way you see yourself, right? Being more confident. And if you didn't catch the prayer, you might want to go back to the intro and catch the prayer, because it's oddly synchronistic to this energy that's here right now. It feels like you've had to deal with a lot of guilt and shame when it comes to this person, or this person triggers that within you, that it reminds you of a time when you had to feel guilty, or when you felt like you were ashamed of who you were. And this is someone who is triggering your confidence to come and play and to be present with your day-to-day. It's like you don't need to feel guilty about who you are. So Source is showing here that why are you dealing with this person right now is that it's helping you get through these really heavy triggers so that you can confidently stand up within your own skin and your own abilities and your own gifts and say, this is who I am. This is me 100%, and not have to worry about what people say about you, or the messages that people bring to you, or how people will try to get you to stop doing what makes you feel good. This is a big change, and especially with Uranus energy here, it's like radically changing the way that you see yourself. The 12th house, it does feel like it has to do with your spiritual well-being. So it's like maybe you grew up in a very Christian home or a very religious home, and everybody was like, it has to be the way that we've been taught. It can be no other possible way. And for some reason that may not have resonated with you, and so you searched and you found something that did resonate with you, and your family made you feel guilty about that. Like, no, that's not how we were taught. That's not how we believe. And it's like making you feel bad about your beliefs here with the 12th house. Or like if you have a very spiritual gift, like you're psychic or you're medium, or you're very strong intuitive, or you have the gift of healing or something along those lines, if you have this beautiful gift that you're giving to someone else and your family doesn't see that, or some people that you grew up with, they don't see that as a valid way to either make money or to build a career in, or that you're somehow, some way, shape, forming, that you are, pulling one over on people, whatever it is, it's like making you feel guilty for this amazing ability that you have to seek something other than what you were told. I keep hearing you keep questioning all of life as why. Why is it like that? Why is it like that? Why do we do this? Why do we believe that? So it's like you're always asking why, and because of that, you're learning deeper truths about yourself and about your life and about who you are. But why you're dealing with this person right now is that they're meant to trigger you so that you can stand boldly in your beliefs and know that just because you believe something different from someone else does not make you an outcast. It does not make you a black sheep. It does not make you alien, nor should you be alienated because of it. But the unique thing about this is that when you stand firmly in that, you begin to attract people into your life that are very unorthodox in their beliefs, or unorthodox in the way that they live their lives as well. And you're going to be connecting with others who are very, very much on the same path as you, and you're going to recognize that, wow, like I'm not alone on this journey. But let's get a deeper understanding about this with the tarot. So Source, why is pile number 1 dealing with this person? What more can you share with us here? Why is pile number 1 dealing with this person? See the the ripple in the cloth. Why is pile number 1 dealing with this person? What would you like to share here with us, Source? Why is pile number 1 dealing with this person? Thank you. Yeah, it feels like you've had to move away from a lot of disappointing situations that left you wanting and feeling like you didn't have enough. Thank you, Source. Why is pile number 1 dealing with this person, Source? Okay, thank you. Why is pile number 1 dealing with this person, Source? All right, thank you. On the bottom of the deck, we have, the 2 of Cups and the upright, to bring in solid love, but to accept. Also with the 2 of Cups here, to accept duality within one another and also within yourself. It feels like sometimes maybe you're not just dealing with it from other people, but like when they trigger you, you begin to believe their doubts, or you begin to believe what it is that they've told you, and it's like, I don't want to believe those things. And so you feel that resistance within your soul saying like, no, that's not what we believe, that's not who we are, right? And emotionally, it's been difficult for you to set boundaries, because especially if these people are people that are close to you. This could be family, this could be friends, this could be even your spouse or your children or your parents, whatever it is. It's like seeing that you're having this difficult time setting these emotional boundaries, like to take yourself outside of this emotionally and know that you're getting assistance on your journey here, right? To manifest what you want, but to bring in real abundance, and abundance in the way of not necessarily financial abundance. And I know that's not what everybody wants to hear. Everybody wants to hear that I'm getting some windfall of money and it's just going to be easy for me. But real abundance comes as this understanding that when we feel good about ourselves, we feel abundant about ourselves, then that begins to manifest in the outer realm. And that's what it really feels like. This person is here to shed light on where you're emotionally giving too much to people who don't deserve your emotional time, your emotional energy, your spiritual energy as well. And, explaining yourself when there's really no reason to explain yourself here, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to be a spiritual gift. It could absolutely have to deal with your emotions. The 12th house is Pisces energy. It's a water sign. So definitely something that's very deep, very emotional, very understanding, compassionate, intuitive. But it's like you've been giving that away so much, whether that's your gift or your emotions. Like you just give so much of yourself, and they're here triggering you and showing you that sometimes not everybody is on the same page as you, and that very rarely will you find someone who gives to you the way that you give to others. And so it's not for you to stop being that way. It's for you to redirect and recognize that, hey, if I give all of my energy to this person, I feel exhausted, I feel depleted, and I feel resentment, and I feel awful about what it is that I'm doing. And they're maybe making me feel really guilty about it, or like they're making me feel confused, right? Because I am getting a confused energy here too. And so it's like, well, why am I giving all my energy to them if that's the case? So instead of spending extra time with them, maybe saying no would serve you better. Okay, and you have to find a good balance here for yourself. Okay, so we do have the Page of Wands in the reverse, the Ace of Swords showing clarity coming through here, and the Knight of Coins coming out here. This is a slow process for you. This has been a slow journey. Okay, and why you're dealing with this person. So this could absolutely be someone that you are sexually connected with. This could be a past lover. This could be a current lover. This could be someone that mirrors a past lover too. Okay. Or you could be recognizing that this same type of energy has been prior relationships that you've had, but we do see immature. Regardless of all that, even if it's not, if this is family member, this is someone who's very immature, who approaches life from a very immature way. It's like, it's my way or the highway. It's the only way that I see things, or it's no way at all. And I don't care if I see things wrong. I want you to see things wrong with me so I don't feel alone, and I don't care how that makes you feel. And that's the thing. It's like bringing up all this internal fire within you, and it feels like your heart is just like, oh my gosh, we have to get out of here. We have to break free of this. And so while you're dealing with this person, you see here, it's like Source giving you a gift here of clarity, understanding, and intent to move forward, albeit it's a little slow, right? Which can be frustrating. It's like, man, I just want to get the heck out of Dodge. Like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Like, I want to be done with these types of people, 11:11 on the clock. But spiritually, you're learning a very valuable lesson in patience and perseverance to really handle these situations in a very delicate manner, while also protecting yourself in a very, very strong way, and finding a deep rooted truth about yourself. That's, I don't rush anything, because when I rush things, then it makes me feel even worse. And so they don't want you to rush through this. They want you to gain as much as you can from it. And that's sometimes really just being silent and letting this person show you where they're at, right? Letting them show you what's going on within their life. And ultimately, it is leading you to love. So whether that is this person or another person, okay, because we can absolutely fall in love with the people who trigger us. That's something that's happened since the beginning of time, right? And not always are the people who trigger us bad for us. They're not necessarily always toxic for us. And we need to get out of this mindset that, oh my gosh, you triggered me, that means you're toxic for me. Like, no, like, we're humans, and our point of views and our perspectives and our perception in life are triggers for others because they don't see things the same way. That's just a matter of fact. But what we see here is like they're in this place of being immature, and it's giving you clarity into how you want to move forward. It's the same thing. You have a page versus a knight, one who's stuck in the past, one who's moving towards the future while staying present. And so you have this energy of someone who's just stuck in their old ways, or they're coming at you from a very wounded place emotionally. And that's why they take these stabs at you. That's why they take this very, I want to say, untrendy action towards you. And I don't know why that's coming through, but it is. But you have to realize, like, sometimes people don't realize that they're actually hurting us. And it's easier to say, like, oh, they knew exactly what they were doing. But sometimes reality is that not everybody knows, right? And so it's just hard, because here you have this difficulty in controlling your desires and your urges. It is a very heavy task dealing with this person. It's exhausting. It's overwhelming. It's too much. But the thing is that you're getting a sharpness of mind here, and really coming into this energy, being able to make decisions in a very clear way. Like, it's not only clear consciousness, but you're like clear decisiveness as well. And you're making stable victories and achievements through this process. Even if it is difficult and even if it is hard, you're learning the reward of having going through this in a very slow process and a very long, arduous journey, right? And in turn, it is trying to help you connect on an interpersonal plane with people who are in the same realm as you, okay? But you are advancing, you have a clear goal in sight, and you are expressing yourself creatively. And that is something that's so important along the journey, and that's something that they want you to understand. They still want you to do that, okay? They still want you to gain access to your higher self. They still want you to really tap into this creative energy. They still want you to be unique. More importantly here, though, is to be bold and confident with your abilities and your skills, and to know that you are an amazing individual, that you are capable of creating the life that you want, and you are slowly moving away from them. Okay, we see here the Ace of Swords at the highlight of your reading. So right now in this present moment, you're gaining clear-mindedness. Okay, so the presence is really bringing you in this understanding, whereas we see they are much in this past energy. Now, if you're like, I'm still dealing with them like every day, it doesn't feel like I'm gaining clarity, you are moving into this presence of getting clarity. And there are going to be some others still who are actually moving beyond this clarity and knowing that all I need to do is show up and put the work in and just continue showing up and putting the work in and not even worry about what this person's doing. Because they're going to be doing what they're doing. But why you're dealing with them right now is literally to gain a sense of how to set boundaries mentally, emotionally, and physically. And say, enough is enough. You're wasting my time. I don't need to deal with this. And you can say it like that, sure. But more importantly, you're probably going to learn how to say it in a very compassionate way and say, it's like, hey, I appreciate your invite, but it's just, I have other things to do. It's not going to work with my schedule, right? Like, and you're just going to start learning how to do it in a very unique way that's good for you. That's you speaking your truth. It's going to be you getting out exactly what you need to say, and you're not going to feel stifled anymore, and you're not going to feel the guilt from this person anymore, because this person is projecting onto you. It's not even your guilt. It's just you are sensing a trigger of something that's been projected on you from when you were younger. So let's get some oracles out here and see what we've got going on. Yeah, consideration, fairness, and harmony. So you're coming into a place of harmony, okay? On the bottom of the deck, we have Taurus energy, which is Taurus energy here. Trust, patience, and sensuality. Okay, so you're learning how to trust yourself. And definitely patience is a strong lesson. It's a difficult lesson, but a valuable one nonetheless. And especially if you've had difficulty being patient in the past. Like, that's something that's very clear that's coming through here. Okay, on the bottom, like wolf instinct, learning to trust your intuition here. Learning to trust that what insight you've been giving is the right insight for you, that it matters and it means something. Oh, that's weird. I never shuffle that way, but I totally just did. I shuffled them backwards. So that was strange. Okay, thank you, Source. Okay, so we have the fruit bat and flying fox on the bottom. See, kindness. That's what I was saying. Like, you're going to do it in a kind way. Like, you're not going to be over here attacking people like, oh, it's your fault, you're a terrible person. Like, that's not what's happening here. Yeah, see, and as all these slow changes have been happening, we have fast changes. You'll be leaving a job suddenly or getting one very quickly, or your work may change dramatically in a short time, so go with the flow. So we see here that you're going to be experiencing fast changes after a slow period of time. Okay, look, star power on the bottom. You need engaging work that will let your talent shine. You are a natural actor and influencer. You attract fame and fortune. So letting yourself shine, be seen, not worrying about what people think of you, not worrying about why they are doing whatever it is that they're doing. It's just this energy of like letting go of the guilt. Let's get a shadow aspect out on it too. So Source, may you please have a shadow aspect for this reading. Needs. Says if emotional needs aren't being met, it's time to reassess. Touch is important too. I feel like this is very important because it's showing here that like your needs matter. What your heart wants matters. What you need in a relationship matters. And it's not just about the other person, but it does feel like they've been making it all about them, what they believe, how they see the world. It has to be their way or the highway. You don't matter in this. And what you're learning in this, your clarity is coming, is saying that I matter. Like, holy moly, I've mattered this whole time. And maybe, yeah, I let you win for a while and convince me that I didn't matter, but that's not going to happen anymore. And so that's why you're dealing with this person right now. On the bottom, look, leaving. You've taken it as far as you can go. It can go this time around. Walking away is the best you can do. So for some of you, you are very much leaving. The fast changes coming in. You'll be piecing out, like, bye guys, I don't need to deal with this no more. Have a good life. Be good, you know? Like, completion. Full moon, 2020 on the clock. This is a completion for you. You're letting it go. You're ending this cycle completely. You're not going to be dealing with this anymore. You're going to be calling in like-minded people. We have number 43 here with Snake, and he's wrapped around this heart where a tree is growing here. It's creation. Shedding the skin. I always get that with this card. Like, you're shedding an old skin. which goes in line with full moon and completion. Like, you're just shedding this old skin of who you used to be, and you're letting your golden heart be what guides you in life. Like, just because you have a golden heart doesn't mean that you deserve to be treated like crap, right? But sometimes, unfortunately, when we're growing up, we don't know that. And so we have a tendency to become people pleasers or let people walk all over us because we were never taught differently. And you're teaching yourself now that just because I have a golden heart, I don't have to put up with people like this. Like, I can leave, I can walk away, I can focus on myself. There are other things that are far more important to me building my life. And that's exactly what you're focused on here. You know, and it's 43 here. We have number 7, and 7 is all about luck if you change what it is that you're doing. And that's why you're dealing with this person, because they're teaching you to change how you've been doing things in the past, even if it is difficult. Let's take a look at your animal oracle. We had open to the infinite possibility with number 59, and that's 5 in numerology. And as you know, I always talk about 5 being the most difficult place to be at because it's a very uncomfortable place of change. No one really likes change, even though it's the only thing that's constant in the world. Change is just uncomfortable, right? And I even talked about that on my podcast this week because I moved recently and that change was just even for me, it was very uncomfortable. Even though I'm used to it, I understand it, I get why change is here, but it's still one of those things, like no matter what, it's still hard for us to deal with it. And so this is a very uncomfortable time for you, but it means that you're about to step into North Node energy. So we have open to the infinite possibilities. Stretched out on the beach, the starfish opens fully to the rays of the sun, to the power of potential. As you look out toward the horizon, do you open to the infinite possibility? Spirit is the source of opportunities beyond your wildest imagination and ensures endless possibilities are available. At this time, starfish spirit urges you to stretch past the limits of your everyday perception and comfort zone to dream of bigger things and imagine with even greater hope and faith. For miraculous potential is shining down on you. Feel it, bask in it, and open yourself up to be filled with inspiration. This is a very fortunate sign that starfish spirit has come to remind you of your infinite potential. Okay, so opening up to your infinite potential here is so vital. You are amazing. You have to give yourself that credit, though. If you don't believe it, no matter how many times another person says it to you, you won't believe that, right? So believing it yourself is so important here. And I feel like that's what the clarity is that's coming, is you believing in yourself, which you deserve to believe in yourself. Everybody deserves to believe in themselves. And that's a very difficult task on this earth. Unfortunate, but true. So opening up to believing in yourself here is why you're dealing with this person, setting those solid boundaries and really truly becoming all that you're meant to be, opening up to yourself. Okay. So you feel like this is your message. Leave a little scales, the scales balance down below, or the balance scales down below. Say, I believe in myself, and open up to the possibility of who I can and will be. Leave me a thumbs up if you feel like this resonates. And if you're interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all those links below in the description box. In order to do so, you can email me for a personal reading, and I will get you out further information from there. You can follow me on over to my podcast on Spotify at Scatter Love Radio. You may also even join as a member of the channel. And I really do hope to see you over there. If not, though, thank you for your continued support here. I truly am honored to have you here. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this message. And until next time, pile number 1, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful piece of rose quartz, or if you were drawn towards this card during this shuffle, then this is going to be a reading on why am I dealing with this person. First, I do just want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a part of this ever-growing, incredible tribe. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and space with you. And for those of you that are new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all sharing this human experience, and that this is a safe space for you to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. Should this message happen to resonate with you, it would mean so much if you were to like, comment, and subscribe down below. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop to it and find out why you're dealing with this person. Okay, so Source, why is pile number 2 dealing with this person? What messages do you have for us? Why is pile number 2 dealing with this person? Why is pile number 2 dealing with this person? Okay, we've got the 10th house. We have Virgo energy and Uranus. Interesting. So this could be a work connection. It doesn't have to be, but with the 10th house and Virgo coming out, could very well point to a coworker, boss, manager, an employee. Could also point towards a father, because Capricorn is the father of the zodiac, and so this could be dealing with a father wound. But the energy here is that the reason you're dealing with them, they've definitely brought a lot of burden into your life, a lot of difficulties and blockages, and there's been a lot of just pessimistic energy here. I love that Uranus made an appearance here for you, pile 2, because we do see that there's actually big change because of you dealing with this person. What you may not have noticed up until recently is that when this person would bring a lot of negativity into your life, that you too would also be negative. And what they're bringing into your life now is that realization that you don't have to be negative either. Like, you can choose the way that you want to think, you can choose the way that you want to be, and you can choose whether or not this person is going to ruin your day for you, or if you're going to still continue to have a good day. So what does that mean to you, right? That could also be reminiscent of the father wounds. You could have had a father that was very harsh. You could have had a father that really was difficult with you, like made you feel like you had to do things in a very perfectionist type way, was very brutal and didn't give you any privacy and was always in your business type energy. And this is someone who mirrors that in your work. And it's letting go of that belief that you're a product of that, or that you have to live in that energy, that you can choose to change and still be your unique self and still be your unorthodox self and still choose to be happy regardless of the energy that this person is coming to you in. You know, Capricorn energy is very unique, right? Because Capricorns can be such hard workers, and they're incredibly hard workers. They're very determined and ambitious, and they have no problem climbing up the ladder in business and in life. But oftentimes when Capricorn is in their shadow, they're just a very brutal type of energy, and they may not recognize or realize how harsh they're being with other people. And so this is what it's showing here. It's like, whatever it is that's going on, this person may not recognize their own actions, okay? And for some of you, that's not going to resonate, but I understand how difficult it is to be like, how can this person just be like this all the time? Well, sometimes they just don't know. Like, they're just reliving their old wounds too, just like we all do, and this is their old wounds manifest in life. But this is going to help you better understand what type of long-term goals you want from your own life and how you want to structure yourself, the type of people you want to surround yourself with. They're, oddly enough, actually helping you be more stable and persistent and consistent with your life, because it's like, when this person shows up, the only thing that you can do is focus on you. And that's definitely an energy I'm getting from you already, pile 2, is that that's exactly what you do. You focus on you. You take that time and you do what you need to do. And because of that, you're becoming a master of whatever you're putting your time and energy into. And this person may not enjoy the fact that you're actually blossoming. That may be a trigger for them as well. And that may be why they get harsh and more difficult as time goes on. But we do see here that there's a lot of change, okay? We do see here that you are going to rebel against this energy simply by being yourself, right? Simply by letting yourself innovate and change and be open to any sudden progression that's coming in here. And through that, you will be forming more reliable friendships and have a sense of freedom in your life. And so while it is difficult dealing with this person right now, why you're dealing with them is to help bring you outside of that negative self-talk and recognize that you can control the way that you talk to yourself. Even if you can't control the way another person shows up, but when you find yourself getting into that negative mindset as well, it's not even necessarily believing what this person says. Because I don't feel like you believe what this person says, but what I do feel is coming in is this energy of mirroring this person. So it's like if something goes bad in your day, like being so hyper focused on that one bad thing and letting that ruin your day and being negative about that one thing. So see how it doesn't have anything to do with what that person has told you or how they're making you feel, but it has everything to do with being a mirror in that sense that when this happens, like I'm also equally pessimistic about it. And that's Capricorn energy in their shadows, being a pessimist. And you know, we all zodiacs have their downfalls. Okay, I'm not picking on you, Capricorn, not in the least bit. We all have our downfalls, and we all embody all zodiacs. We are all very capable of living in that same energy. So let's get some tarot out for you here and find out more about why is pile number 2 dealing with this person, source. Why is pile number 2 dealing with this person? Why is pile number 2 dealing with this person, source? Could be family too. Just got that energy right now. This could absolutely be someone close to home. Someone who likes to be in your business. Someone who likes to step over boundaries. Why is pile number 2 dealing with this person, source? Thank you. All right, so let's find out what's going to come out. Whoa, wow. Talk about slingshotting a card, huh? All right, thank you, source. So why is pile number 2 dealing with this person? Thank you. Why is pile number 2 dealing with this person, source? What would you like to share with us? Why is pile number 2 dealing with this person? Why is pile number 2 dealing with this person? Okay, thank you. On the bottom of the deck. Yeah, look, we have the 7 of Swords here. We're just talking about overcoming difficult mindsets, right? Persevering in the face of adversity, but realizing that you exactly what I was saying. Look, and what's peeking right here. Yeah, so it's interesting because there's cards behind this, but what was peeking is the Fool here, and that's what I'm going to focus on, is how it was coming out like this. You have the Hermit that's shining the light on the Fool here. It's like, I'm looking at the fact that this person is a trickster. I'm looking at the fact that this person is maybe foolish in some cases, but someone who's not looking towards the future in any one case is just very much stuck in the past. And that can make us all fools, right? Is being stuck in the past, because we don't see the possibility. We only see the negativity in situations. And so you're growing in the sense of seeing how this energy triggers you to get stuck in your mind at times, which now you're learning to really strike through that and see the truth of yourself, that I don't have to live in that energy in any one way, shape, or form. Like, that person is who they are. Look at how you mirror each other with both you have these little red these little wands. Yeah, they are, but walking sticks here, leading the way. Okay, you're both facing the past here, but one is taking the past with the wisdom it's given, while the other is taking the past with how it seems and only allowing life to be a product of how it seems. And so that's what you're doing right now. The reason you're dealing with this person is to really see inside of yourself, to see those potentially toxic traits that you may be having yourself. And it's hard for us to admit that, right? It's difficult for us to admit that because we want to be seen as someone who doesn't have faults, but to be human means that we have faults, and we all have very similar faults. Like, you're not the only person who deals with this. Everybody deals with this, but facing it is something that is actually far more rare than people who are willing to not admit to it, right? They don't want to admit to it. So it's more rare for you to look into yourself to heal that than it is to stay in that energy of like, no, I'm the victim and everything. And like, that's what's so common, is everybody playing the victim. And so you see this person playing the victim, and you also see how there are times when that mirrors into your life, and that's why you're dealing with them right now. It's very exhausting. Look at this with the 10 of Swords and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. You're seeing this person. Oh, yep. We have the 4 of Cups in the reverse. It's a very exhausting. This emotional anguish coming through here. It's like just overwhelming when you have to deal with this person. You may find yourself napping a lot or having to lay down, or really just drawing back from society, from friends, from family. Like, it's like when you deal with this person, because this person is coming from a conceited mindset, okay? But understanding, like, okay, well, if they're conceited, then they have to obviously know how they're treating people. No, remember, conceit does not always let us see exactly what we're doing to other people. Conceit puts us in this energy of, like, I have to be seen as the best of the best of the best, and I'm just going to keep changing how I say what I say so that I can appear that way. So their focus is on the actions that they're taking so that they appear a certain way, not on how it's affecting others. And that's why they're saying they don't necessarily know exactly what it is that they're doing to you, because unfortunately, you're not a thought in their mind, pile 2. And I wish I could say that you were, but we see that here that you're not, because this person is only concerned with being seen as someone who's emotionally stable, who's mentally stable, who knows it all, who is very clear. But see, you're moving away from this here. Okay, you're moving away from this. You're shedding a light on this, and that's why you're dealing with this person. So this could be someone who is in a third-party situation, has put you in a third-party situation. But what I really feel from the Lover card here being in reverse is more or less this person makes you just feel spiritually anxious. Like, it's like you're trying to become the best version of yourself, and then you're dealing with this person. This person is making you feel all sorts of ways about your spirituality, about who you are, about your journey, about what it is that you do, the work that you put in. It just is this defeat almost in a way, but it's just being very anxious about yourself. And it's just an interesting journey here when you're not seeing how successful that you are, right? And this person doesn't even see how successful that you are, because their focus, look, even here, the story shows their focus is only on the things that they think about themselves. They're not even focused on you. They're not even focused on the fact that you're a king of coins here, very stable, very content, very capable of changing your life, very capable of taking care of yourself, right? And this is just difficult. This is a difficult time in your life. This is a difficult scenario in your life that's coming forth, where it's like, why do I have to deal with this overwhelmingly harsh energy? Because what's coming to light is manifest your internal thoughts, and possibly, stick with me, pile 2, and possible internal judgments, not only of others, but of yourself, okay? And remember, we have to stay open to that. We have to stay open. Everybody judges. Why? Because that's what society taught us to do when we were young. So nobody is free from that sin. No one. Like, we're all containing of it. Like, you know, I always say, he who is not sinned casts the first stone. And no, it's not about religion. It's just a very unique way to say it. Like, no one is free from the same thing that another person does to them. While it might not be that we're out here to get everyone, we might also be completely unconscious to it as well, which you see here with the Ace of Swords. They're very unconscious to how they affect you. Like, if they make you have a bad day, they don't care. If they make you have a good day, they don't care. They only care how you perceive them. That's it. Do you perceive me as being the best of the best at whatever it is that I'm telling you? And if you do, then I've had a great day. Because your emotions are not on their radar at all. And that's difficult, especially with someone that we see day in and day out. Like, how can I not be on someone's radar? Like, how can they just not notice it? It's because this person only notices what they feel. That's it. They don't have the ability to see what another person is feeling. And so they're very negative. They're very have these very misguided misconceptions, if I can say it. They're just very misguided in the way that they see life. Very delusional. It's only about me. It's only about self. It's only about how I feel. No one else feels anything. Everyone else is here to make me feel like the big bad wolf. And it's just because this person has never shared their feelings with another. They won't share their feelings with another. But this is actually giving you a sharpness and a very focused attitude in your own life. And equally so, it's helping you to see that sometimes when it's impossible to move and you're feeling attacked from different sides, that when you draw back into yourself, you will be given the clarity that you need to move forward. And that's a very powerful gift to have here, right? But we do have with the Four of Cups, this absolutely could be discord in the family or a community that you're within, which community would make sense for the workplace, so take it as it resonates. But it's just showing here that a fixed social structure, it never allowed for that adaptability or flexibility to come through. So this person never had an opportunity to be anything than what they are right now, because society didn't allow for that. Okay, 1717 on the clock. If we break that down in numerology, it is either 7 or 88. 8 is talking about healing karmic cycles and also finding our abundance, right? Okay. Interesting, this came out. You might have come from pile 1, and if you did, I truly do appreciate you watching both piles. If not, it's okay. You may have been drawn to pile number 1 as well. If you feel called to, you can watch it. You absolutely do not have to, though. We do have concentration, fairness, and harmony coming through, or consideration, concentration. So there's something about concentration that's coming in, but consideration, fairness, and harmony, you're beginning to see things differently than you did once before. And that's why you're dealing with this person. So you're beginning to understand, like, not everybody can truly be held accountable for their actions, right? Look, healing. Ancient healing wisdom with shaman flying out here. You're learning how to heal this belief that you had. It's like, no, they're aware of exactly what it is that they're doing. But it's like their actions are showing you that they're completely unaware of how they're acting. Like, they're just oblivious to everyone and everything except for themselves. Like, even if they have like a quote unquote friend, like, they're still completely oblivious to that friend. And you're realizing that now, like, hey, that's your friend. Like, you should really care about them going through this hard time. But you see them, they're just like, oh, well, it's like when I went through this, and they make it all about themselves. And we could say that's narcissistic, but oftentimes it's just because this person, most likely as a child, they were just not seen. They were very ignored, they were neglected, and this is the only way that they've learned how to be seen in life. And this is a celebration for you, because you're learning how to let go of that resentment and that anger towards other people who have hurt you, and possibly, pile 2, coming into a state of forgiveness. And that's something to celebrate, right? That's something to be excited about, because not everybody gets there. Not everybody has the strength to get to that place. And so why you're dealing with them right now is really to open you up to letting go of what happened from the past. So we had number 4 come out with wisdom and owl. So ancient healing wisdom. You're gaining a deep wisdom with dealing with this person. We have 4-4 here, building structure, strength, stability, foundation. and being able to stand strong on the understanding, like you're seeing something much deeper. You're seeing beneath the surface. You're seeing this person's actual soul, and you're seeing the innocence of that soul, and you're realizing that all that they're coming from is a place of wounded ego, and that's giving you the strength to begin to see others from this place as well, which actually puts you in this very healing energy. And this is something that is honestly, the strategy with Red Fox coming out, it's so funny. I'm laughing. Why? Because it's like, this is a strategy that Source created for you in your life. Like, Source designed it this way. You agreed to this before you were born. But it's like Source designed it in this way so that you would get to exactly where you need to get to, so that you would let go of the difficulties that you'd been through and not let those hold you back anymore. And more importantly, not let other people hold you back. Right? Be like an anchor, because it does feel like this person is an anchor in your life, or someone like them has been an anchor in your life, and you're just like cutting the ropes here, right? Journey. You may move to a new place for work or travel for work. Exploring the world gives you the experience you need to succeed. And I feel like that's exactly what this has been, a journey for you. Like, Source just clarifying that here. It's bringing you success, right? And in bringing that success, you're realizing, like, this was not like what I thought it was at all. You know, I feel like so much of the time, like, we're trying to make people take accountability for their actions. It's like, if we're not taking accountability for our own actions, we're asking someone to do something that we're not willing to do, right? And most oftentimes, the ones that don't take accountability for their actions are the ones that are asking others to be accountable in their lives as well. It's not something that's wrong to ask for, and it's not even right to ask for. It's just something that people ask for at times without recognizing this. Well, I keep hearing without reading the room. That's what's coming in, without man, you just didn't read the room on that one. Like, that's what it feels like. And that's what this one is too. It's like, you know, you could ask this person to be, you need to be accountable for yourself, but that's just not reading the room. This person has no capacity to be that for themselves. 22:22 on the clock. Broken. They didn't keep the promises they made. They may break your heart, but not your spirit. Yeah, so the trigger that's coming through here is that broken-hearted energy, where it's like you're being triggered again from people who didn't take you seriously or didn't put in an effort for you. And you're learning wisdom, like ancient wisdom here. Your ancestors are coming out to play in this reading here, where it's like we're giving you the wisdom of our lineage and everything that we've known, and we're passing that on to you, and you're tapping into the Akashic records, and you're understanding. It's almost like I keep seeing these like little lines. It's like you're this line and this is another person, and it's like you're able to cross over their line and come back and gain understanding of that person. Whether that's intuition or not, it doesn't really matter. It's just that's the energy that's coming in. You're able to read what's going on behind the scenes and not take it personal. Taurus, we have trust, patience, and sensuality. And for those of you that wonder, yes, I do shuffle these decks before we got in. That just flew out. So, and then we have North Node, destined to have. So you're destined to have this healing energy come in. You're destined to have this wisdom. You're destined to have this stability as well, this trust and this patience in your life. So you're learning that you're no longer going to be in a vibration of inviting in people who aren't in an emotional stable place. Magic. You have the power now. Use your magic to attract what you want into your life. The sky is the limit. You're just seeing how magical you truly are. And then the shadow aspect here is fierce. You act aggressive, but you're just protecting yourself. Soften your heart so you can feel again. And that's what it feels like. Like, that's the mirroring energy that I'm getting here. It's like this person is trying to act tough, but they're really just scared and hurt. And you're beginning to see that. And you're also seeing how you've done that as well. And it's like understanding your own triggers at a very base level here. And that actually gives you a very deep sense of freedom. So let's take a look at your animal oracle here. Dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. This is unique, very unique. Right? Dogs are a man's best friend. So it does feel like you overcoming this is going to let you open up to bringing in your soul tribe and be there for them the way that you were always meant to be there for them. It says dog spirit appears to remind you that although change is a part of life and all of us are meant to evolve, our love and commitments remain strong. You are loved now and can trust that this higher love is true. Source loves you, and love has arrived in many forms now, manifesting in people you surround yourself with, expressed uniquely through them. Dog spirit is also says to be true to which you love. For now is a time of good fortune. Be steady as you recognize that people and things are always transforming. Your heart is loving and true, and dog spirit wants you to know that your steadfast commitment to experiencing and expressing love will attract and manifest more love. You deserve all of it. Have faith in Source's plan for you. Didn't I say that Source planned this? This is like with the strategy card. This is something that Source planned from before you were even born. Like, it's just, this is the plan to open you up to connecting with those that you're meant to have on your journey, those loving friendships that you're meant to have on your journey, your soul tribe, and opening up to them by letting go of these old patterns and habits that have attracted lower vibrational energies into your life. That's why you're dealing with this person right now. So there really is beauty in the difficulty. It's just reminding yourself of that and allowing yourself a chance to step back and see that for what it is, which is much easier said than done. I absolutely understand that, and I agree with that. But you are strong and you are so capable of doing that, okay? So if you feel like this is your reading, leave a little owl emoji down below and say, I allow myself to gain the wisdom of my ancestors so that I can see the depths of a person's soul. Leave me a thumbs up if you feel like this resonated with you. That would mean so much. If you're interested in supporting the channel further, check out the description box below. You'll find all the links in order to do so. You can email me for a personal reading and I'll get you out further information from there. You can follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is on Spotify. And you may also join as a member of the channel, which I would love to see you on memberships. If not, thank you for your continued support here. I am going to go ahead and leave this here and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this amazing message. And until next time, pile number 2, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful piece of blue agate, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, then this is going to be a reading on why are you dealing with this person. First things first, I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this journey and to be a part of this amazing tribe. I'm so honored to be sharing this time and space with you. For those of you that are new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. If you find that this resonates with you, it means so much if you do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. But with that being said, let's go ahead and hop to it and get into your message and find out why is pile number 3 dealing with this person, Source. What messages can you give to us? Why is pile number 3 dealing with this person? What would you like us to know? Source, why is pile number 3 dealing with this person? Roll in, roll in, roll in. So we've got the 12th house, Aquarius energy, and Mercury. Learning how to freely communicate how you feel. It's a very crude way of saying it, but that's an energy that's coming in right now, is just being able to communicate how you feel about yourself, about what you believe in, about your life, about others, and just not feeling like you're being stifled either, because it does feel like there's been a disconnect. There's an emotional disconnect between the two of you, right? So this could be a Pisces, it could be an Aquarius, it could be a Gemini, a Virgo. You could be those signs. Doesn't have to be, but that's what I do see here. But it feels like there's this energy of learning how to really connect with your subconscious by dealing with this person. So the theme of today has been about internal triggers, but it has been different for each of the piles thus far. But really here it's about really understanding yourself, really knowing who you are, but not just knowing who you are, being able to vocalize that out into the world around you, being able to say, hey, guess what? This is me, whether you like it or you don't, I don't care. This is me. And I know so many of you are like, I already say that. So maybe this is a past energy that was coming in that you've dealt with and you've learned that lesson. This is also bringing in karma as well. So with the 12th house, we do deal with karma. No, you didn't do anything bad. I'm not trying to say, oh, this is your bad karma. No, it's just karmic energy is always about us clearing out blockages in our journey. And so that's exactly what's happening here. It's like, whether this is family karma, sometimes we're dealing out family karma, sometimes we're dealing out generational karma, sometimes we're dealing out generational curses, which can be seen as karma, right? So it could be something that's very much projected onto you. It could also be from a past decision that you made, and I know not everybody likes to hear that, but that is what's coming in here. And I get that, right? Like, I don't want to be told I made a terrible decision and now I have to deal with this awful person or this craziness, but it's not that they're necessarily awful, even though the situation might be awful. They're here to teach you something of value. And I feel like sometimes we get so stuck in this place of like not wanting to see our lesson and more about pointing the finger than we actually do ourselves a disservice, because we don't see the situation clearly. We just see it from this very emotional place, and you're seeing why you're dealing with this person. You're seeing that they're very emotionally detached in a situation where you want them to be emotionally attached. But what the lesson is teaching you here is to be more emotionally detached from the situation as well, right? And that's maybe what the karma is not being so connected to the outcome, okay? I do feel like you deal with this person a lot in your dreams. I feel like you are also feeling their energy a lot, and that's difficult because it's like, well, I'm dealing with this person but I'm feeling everything that they're feeling. And that's another reason why it's so important for you to become emotionally detached. It's like understanding where their energy begins and where your energy ends. And this may have been something that you've struggled with for a time in your life, where it's like you're absorbing everyone else's emotions and not knowing quite where yours begin and where this other person's or where other people's begins as well. So it's like very fluid, the line between them and us, right? Between them and me, between them and I. And so it's like this very weird energy where it's like, what's going on here? Is this really like my energy that I'm feeling? Is this really like my difficulty that I'm meant to be holding on to? Is this really my karma that I'm meant to be holding on to? Or am I absorbing someone else's, believing that it's something that I'm supposed to be dealing with? And as an empath, because I do feel like you are an empath, pile 3, that is something that happens more often than not. And it's frustrating, right? It is frustrating because we never get told how to deal with ourselves when we're so absorbent of this energy. But it's something that we learn, and in learning that for ourselves becomes very valuable. But also in learning it, it teaches you how to really understand that, like, hey, your drama is your drama, and being able to speak that and communicate that to someone, maybe not quite like that, but just saying like, your drama is your drama and my drama is my drama. I got too much to deal with on my own to be trying to take it on yours too. So I'm sorry, but no thanks. Sorry, not sorry, right? Like, that's just it. I'm not in a place where I can take on yours either. And so you're dealing with this person right now to really become emotionally detached and to rely on your intuitive notion to trust that what you need to speak out into the world is a very clear rendition of who you are, and not something that is what other people are dealing with, right? But not always is that easy. I feel like one of the most challenging things that we go through in life is really learning how to speak our own truth, let alone understanding that. It's like, seems simple. Everybody says, just speak your truth, just speak your truth, just speak. Well, what the heck is my truth? I don't even know what that is. That's why I'm coming to you for guidance. But really, our truth is beginning to know what resonates with our soul, with our heart, with our intent in this life, and no one can really tell you exactly what that is. It's going to be different for everyone, but that's really what this feels like, is learning how to speak for yourself and have that voice for yourself and not feel like you have to be stifled or shot down or not listened to. So let's get some tarot on it, really dig deep into this. So Source, why is pile number 3 dealing with this person? What more would you like to share with us here? All 3 piles have been people who are more like karmic connections, it feels like, rather than soul tribes. So I do feel like there is a clearing out time right now, especially while we're in the midst of the 6-month eclipse season. And whenever you watch this, it's meant for you. But right now, at the time of recording, it is in the middle of eclipse season. And so our next eclipse, I believe, is in October. I know it's in Libra seasons. But there's a lot of clearing out old energy here. So you could have a Libra or an Aries moon as well, or this person could have an Aries or a Libra moon. Source, why is pile number 3 dealing with this person? Okay, thank you. Why is pile number 3 dealing with this person? Yeah, to transform, to change, to have a death and a rebirth. But not only that, it's like to get out of something that has left you catatonic, something that has left you stuck and stagnant and shying away from a part of yourself. So you've been either ignoring a part of yourself, or you deliberately at one point in time, due to a trauma, you lock that part of yourself away. And yeah, and they're helping you to see that part of yourself. Why is pile number 3 dealing with this person? Thank you, Source. It's like you've met your match here emotionally and mentally. Like, for as emotional as you are, this person is equally emotionally detached, right? Yeah, and it's meant to help you find this new beginning, all right? A new beginning, a new journey filled with luck, filled with love, filled with hope. Really, look, is that the king? Oh, it's the Queen of Cups. Look at that. Okay, so we have a lot of water energy. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. We have Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo energy as well. And so you have this energy where it's like, look, making progress. You go from being a page to a knight, seeing the Wheel of Fortune, things turning in your favor, things happening for better, and turning into the Queen. And so it's only going to get better from there. But see how, let's just look at the Knight and the Queen here. Look at their cups. The Queen is the only cups card that's covered out of all the cups. Like, even under here, like, that's the 10 of Cups. They're all open like this, right? All of them. Even the King's cup is open. But it's like the Queen, she's more intuitive. She's more secretive about herself. She doesn't share herself to everyone and anyone. She only shares herself with her trusted circle, the people she knows that she can trust with these deeper parts of herself. And so it's very interesting how you go from being someone who's offering love to someone who's more closed in and secure with where you're at, and knowing that there's only certain people you should be sharing with. But that's when your fortune changes, is when you recognize that you don't always have to be this outgoing, loving, kind person to everyone. And you don't always have to give to them. We have the 6 of Cups peeking out on the bottom, and they're here to help you find that romantic love that you're looking for. Or this could even point towards friendship. But it was 11:11 on the clock. Anybody that's been with me for any amount of time, you know that the 6 of Cups in the Tarot Marche is really about soulmate love. This is an even deeper love than the 2 of Cups, and more deep than the Lover card, because the Lover card can denote romantic connections, but it's more about our spiritual journey and the choices we have. So here you have this romantic love that's coming into light here. So while it might be difficult to deal with this person at this time, and they're triggering you, they're emotionally detached, they're not seeing you, they're not communicating with you. Why are you dealing with them? So that you can learn to communicate and be honest with yourself and realize that this is the end of a cycle for you. Like, this person, it's almost like silence versus noise. It's like, for as noisy as you are, or for as noisy as this person are, you're silent, or they're silent. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like these complete opposites, but there's no balance to it, because it's like one extreme and the other extreme. You're on opposite ends of the pole. There's no meeting of the minds here. It's just very distinctly different from one another. And it's helping you come into this place of emotional detachment. One thing that air signs will teach us when they're really in their power is how to be emotionally detached. And that is a superpower, especially for someone like me who's a water sign, when emotions are like all my life, like everything is emotional. I could be sitting here and there's a cute little thing that plays on TV and I'll be bawling my eyes out, right? Like that's water for you, right? It's just very emotional. It's very heavy. It's very dense. But air is not. Air is light and fluffy and can be up in the clouds and just this different type of energy. And it feels like that's what it's trying to take you away from, this Pisces energy, 12th house. That's Piscean energy, taking you out of the 12th house and come into this more light-hearted energy where you're still living from the heart, but you're not living from the heart in a way that's leaving you destroyed. Yeah, we have the interesting, I feel like the Ace of Swords has come out in all three piles today in various ways, shapes, and forms. Okay, and then we have the Three of Wands in the upright. The path is being made clear. Okay? Maybe you connected with this person because of misguided reasons, or fear of being alone, or fear of not having someone in your court, or fear of whatever. Like with the Ace of Swords here, we see it's a fear. A fear is the reason why this connection even exists, is out of fear. Fear of insert whatever here. Okay? So, but it's okay. It's all right. Like, that's okay. What you're seeing is like, oh my gosh, this person is just like, not at all what I thought, right? And they're probably thinking the same thing as you. Like, wow, pile 3 is not at all what I thought they were going to be. And I think in some way, shape, or form, this person really expected you to lift them up out of the hardships that they were in. And I feel like you expected this person to just be there for you the way that you've been for others. And it could be vice versa. Energy is fluid. Take it as it resonates. But it's just this energy of expectation coming through here and not being able to communicate clearly exactly how you feel about this. Like, again, that energy, your drama is your drama. My drama is my drama. I don't need to carry your drama. I just don't. Like, I don't need to carry that. And you don't also need to expect me to carry that. And I don't expect you to carry my drama. Or maybe you've been in a place expecting this person to help you out of your drama. And they're like, whoa, I don't need to carry your drama too. But it does feel like it's more or less this other person coming in and sharing that with you, because they're emotionally detached, but there's so much going on. Right? There's so much going on. Like, they don't really care about what's going on, but they want help with what's going on. And you're over here like, oh my gosh, I'm so confused. I'm just as confused as you are. You know, like, it's just a very confusing energy, and that's what it feels like. But the path has been laid before you with the Three of Wands here to take a new beginning, to realize like, hey, I love this person, I care about this person, but that doesn't mean I gotta stick around for this person. You know, and that's rough, because we're trying to build solid relationships, right? We're trying to have these connections that last a lifetime. But remember that a connection, it takes two, right? You have two links to this connection. And if one link is broken, you can't have that connection, right? And so it feels like they've already broken that link. Like, they're not taking this connection seriously. They're too emotionally detached. They're not that emotionally connected to you in that way. And so because of that, it's like they still want you to be emotionally connected to them. But again, it was a fear. Like, the whole reason that this connection even happened was because of some fear that was coming out here, some uncertainty. Am I going to be alone for forever? Am I not going to have anybody on my journey with me? Like, you're realizing there's a lot of negativity that's going on. You may have even dealt with some personal injuries here recently. So like, maybe you've hurt your knee. They're showing me the knee, the shin. So like, maybe you whacked your shin on something, the elbow, your upper arm, your shoulder, the socket, and I'm hearing like it's the ear. I don't know what that means. So if that resonates with you, then that resonates with you. But you could be dealing with some sort of personal injuries here lately, and like, what the heck is going on? Well, it's because these injuries are coming from that misconception that you have to keep staying present in this person's life right now. They're just in a very different energy than you're in. You're in this, like, I want peace. That's what I keep hearing from you. I want peace. Like, that's all I want is peace. Like, why do I gotta be dealing with this madness over here? Like, I really thought that this person was a lot different. Like, they painted themselves in a much different picture. And for you, you were like, I showed up exactly as I am. I showed up exactly as I always am. But because they're so detached from everything and everyone, there's just no, this person, okay, so this is that true person of they're living with their head in the clouds. Like, they do not have their feet on the ground. And while there's something very valuable for you to learn from that, you still need to keep your feet planted on the ground while taking action to move forward and know that it's okay to still live from your heart, to still live from this place of love and kindness, right? And so you're still processing your own creative potential. You're also kind of keeping a distance away from this person, which I don't blame you for at all. That's actually probably preordained so that you can regain balance within your own life. And there's this gaining an advantage by really staying neutral at this time. And so what you're learning here is communicating your needs, but also staying neutral in this situation. I feel like you're not having to communicate your needs to this person. That's the thing. Like, I feel like this person is just teaching you that it's important for you to say, like, wow, I really need someone to be present for me in a relationship. And if I don't tell someone that, how are they going to know? Right? And so you're staying neutral here in this. You're not trying to be rude to this person. They're not trying to be rude to you. Like, it's really not like that. But it does feel like if you were to really connect with this person as much as you wanted to or you thought you would, like, you would just take on a lot of their stuff. Like, you would have to heal it. And you've already healed stuff like that. It's not for you to heal. Like, you're not in those same situations. Let's get some oracles out here. Yeah, look, house 6. We have establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. So this is you taking care of your health, yourself. Okay, really focusing on your daily routine. Like, I feel like this person really disrupts your routine. Like, when they want to talk to you or when they want to have time with you, like, they want you to spend all your time with them, and they don't really have or notice or care to see that, wow, your time is valuable too, but they expect you to understand that their time is valuable. And that's actually teaching you a valuable lesson of realizing that it is okay for you to say no. Look, we have air sign again. Open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. So we have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy here. Definitely teaching you how to be disassociated in some cases. Emotionally detached is really the main thing here. It's like emotionally detaching from the ideas of people. It's like when you love someone, right? It's okay sometimes to be emotionally detached so you can let the situation play out. Like, I love this person. I really care about this person, but is this person good for me and the amount of energy that I'm giving them? And sometimes they're not, right? And that's okay. It doesn't mean that you have to cut them out of your life. We have to realize that there is a time and a place for cutting people out, but there's also a time and a place for just drawing back our energy. Okay? Power, yeah, coming back into your power. So they're actually teaching you to embrace your own inner power. The duality, right? That sometimes without lightning there is not thunder. In fact, in all times without lightning there cannot be thunder. But that sometimes it is a storm that we have to go through in order to understand that we have the power within. And I feel like they're truly bringing in this energy of waking you up to how powerful you are. Like, and how much people want access to your energy. Like, I feel like up until this point, like, you knew people wanted access to your energy, but until this person came in, you were like, whoa, hold up. Like, this person just wants so much of my energy, I don't have it, right? Your match, you're on either sides. Like, you want someone who's going to flow with you in the journey. So it wouldn't surprise me if you're a water sign. It would not surprise me if you're a water sign or you have water highly aspect in your chart. But either way, you're just in this very fluid state right now. And through that, it's like this person is very rigid and they expect things to be a certain way and they want you to cut everything for them, and you're like learning how to say no in a very graceful way. Look, kindness on the bottom over here. I didn't even know this was here. That's awesome. We have fruit bat, flying fox with kindness. This came out in another pile. And as always, if you've watched all 3 piles, leave a purple heart down below. That is designated for you. Say I made it. I truly appreciate those of you that spend that time with me. This is that energy of like being kind, right? Like learning how to be kind. And also with news here, giving the news that you need to, even if it is uncomfortable. I feel like saying no has been uncomfortable for you. Or just like, you ever meet somebody that just, they don't have any ability to pause when they talk? Like, it just constantly, I'm talking like this, and I gotta talk like this all the time, and I talk 90 miles an hour, and I got everything to say, and oh my gosh, I didn't tell you about this, but did I forget to tell you about this too? Oh my gosh, now I got 2 things to tell you about, and oh my gosh, I don't have enough time to tell you about that, but I gotta tell you about this other thing that's going on over here, and you're like, and you can't get a word in otherwise. That's exactly what it feels like with this person. Like, you don't have an opportunity to get a word in. We have timing. It's all in the timing right now. Pull another card to see if you need to do it now, wait a while, or make a different decision. So they're telling us to pull another card. We'll pull another card and see what comes out. We'll just take a look at it here. Looking. It's okay to look for better work. Be discreet in your search. You need to be aligned with your life purpose to be fully satisfied. So with this coming out, it's okay for you to look for something somewhere else. Like, it's okay. This person's just not, they're not in alignment with you right now. Okay, they're just not. Look, in connections, I cannot make this up. What did I talk about earlier? The connections, like if there's a broken link, it's not going to work. We have built bridges between people. Contact those who can help you. Your actions set you up for the next opportunity. You're already in a place of being a friend to those who will be a friend to you. And right now it feels like this is more of an acquaintance than a friendship. So treat it as such. Friendships get your time. Acquaintances do not. Right? They don't get your time like that. On the bottom of the deck, we have tired. You are emotionally exhausted from dealing with everything. You deserve a break. Like that. That makes so much sense. It's just exhausting. It's just exhausting having to deal with this person. It's exhausting having to deal with this energy. But they're teaching you how to say no. They're teaching you how to look for something that actually is in alignment with you. To know that it's okay to look for something that's better for you. Dreamtime creation. Yeah, you're learning how to create your own reality now. Like you see, that's what I'm saying. Like there's a misguided connection here. Like you got together under misconceptions, okay? And it's almost like there's this realization like, oh, okay, now I see why I've always invited these types of people in. And you're like, that's being that honest person with yourself. Like it's really about speaking truth and honesty to yourself so that you can speak out into existence what you really want to create. It's kind of like this deep realization of like, oh, I really understand why I had this person in my life now. Cool. No. Connections. Look, 2 different decks. We've got connections, tarantula connections. See, this is what this connection is like. It's just weighing you down. It's just overwhelming, right? And it's okay to build bridges between people, but those that can help you, not just anyone, right? Ruins. Things you no longer need are falling away to make room for the love you deserve. So I feel like if you just let it kind of play out and just set that boundary, like, look, I don't have time right now. Like, I need to make space for myself. I got so much going on. And I feel like just you saying something along those lines is actually going to make this person just bunk out because they're not getting exactly what they want from you. They want your time. They want it all. And I feel like they're just going to kind of be like, okay, so I'm going to go over here now because you're not giving me what I need or what I'm asking for. And so it's definitely about how you see connections and how you invite connections into your life. Let's take a look at your animal oracle. Let it shine with Peacock Spirit, number 46, healing heart wounds here. So let's see what Peacock says from the book. 46. Here we go. says, when is the last time you shook a tail feather and shined your light for all to see? Within each of us is a peacock spirit yearning for expression. You are called now to show the world the gorgeous creature you are. For you are a manifestation of Source. Come out from the shadows, Peacock says, and show your true colors so that others may be inspired to express their own exquisiteness. Dance as if you remember that you are made of stardust and grace, filled with life force, energy, and sparkling light. You are a channel for divine love, and your dance is one of a kind. Catch the light, help it to shimmer, and dance in the celebration of your good fortune, of your being right here, right now. Spirit wants you to be joyful so that others may get up and dance along with you. Yeah, so it's like realizing that you don't have to be in this low vibrational energy. You get to be in a high vibrational energy because you choose to be there. And not everybody's going to come up with you, right? Like, not everybody's going to say, oh, I want to be in that high vibration too, because some people just aren't ready. They're just not ready. And I feel like this person is not ready. But what they're teaching you is that it's okay for you to just be your beautiful, happy, fun-loving, celebratory self, and that you deserve that, right? So this is a beautiful reading overall. Even though it is difficult, it is a beautiful reading because you're learning something so valuable here. And if you feel like this is your reading, leave a little spider emoji down below and say, I let my connections teach me what I do and what I don't want, and then I go towards what I want. If this resonated, leave me a thumbs up, and if you choose to support the channel further, you'll find all those links below in the description box in order to do so. You can email me for a personal reading, and I'll get you out further information from there. You can follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio on Spotify, and you can also join as a member, which I would love to see you on memberships. If not, thank you for your continued support here. I am going to go ahead and leave this here and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second though to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this message. And until next time, pile number 3, stay human. Bye.